Morning, everybody. Welcome to Mike and May Foster's
Morning,
Great
guys.
Adventure. For those that didn't watch the whole video yesterday, things had changed. We didn't go to Michigan. We came over north of Columbus, Ohio, to meet a driver who was out of hours. We traded loads with him. He's going to take that up to Michigan. We're going to run this back out to Kansas City. Not getting too into it.
Yeah.
We got over here, and the guy wanted to pull the trailer out of the spot he was sitting in, have me back my trailer in there so he could hook under it and stay. Yeah, I told him we're out of hours too. You know, what I would have done if somebody's coming to rescue me is I would have unhooked from the trailer long before he got there, and as soon as I saw an opening, I would have pulled my truck into a bobtail into the spot to hold it, but he didn't. So man, I couldn't find a spot. We drove around the lot a little bit. We finally pulled into a spot that we were probably eventually going to get run out of. But we went in, got our showers, got something to eat. And I was sitting there watching the truck straight across from us pulling out. I told May, pull your curtain back quick, pull the curtain. May jumped up, yanked the curtain back, and I yanked my curtain
Because
back.
you find the spot.
We shot straight across the truck stop, and I didn't even back in. I pulled nose first into the spot, just so nobody would get to it before us. So anyhow, we got our spot, but it was pretty late, so we slept in. I'm not going to get this load the whole way out to there. I'll have to call in a little while and give them an idea how far we're going to make it. And I'll have to have somebody meet us to get the load and get it delivered on time. I thought they said 5 a.m. It may be 5 a.m., but on my message on the LD it said 11:59 tonight. So we'll still get it close enough. Whoever's taking it from us will only have about 50 miles to go to get it delivered. And I also got a message from my terminal manager in Owensboro. Terminal manager in Kansas City called him to let him know that I told him I wanted to transfer out to Kansas City. So I got to give him a call. He wants to know. He just wants to talk to me about what issues I'm having. And basically, the issues are when I talked to this company, they promised they would put me out of Kansas City. They promised I would be able to get a brand new Peterbilt Ultra Loft. And they promised me that I would be able to get out to the West Coast, stretch out, get some big runs and go. And the day it was time for them to book my flight, they booked me to Owensboro, put me out of there. I told them that I wanted a Peterbilt Ultra Loft, and they told me that I had lots of trucks to pick from in Owensboro, more trucks to pick from in Owensboro than I would in Kansas City, which was a lie, I found out. And that I would have more opportunities to get big long runs out of Owensboro than I would in Kansas City. This was a recruiter, so I should have known better, but it wasn't my recruiter. She was on vacation.
1.5 miles, keep to the right on I-270 West.
She was on vacation, so I book all this stuff, and it was all a lie. So I'm going to tell Kevin, my terminal manager, all this. I like fluffy face, but okay, and this soon May's arms hurt. I like fluffy face, but fluffy face isn't what I was promised. I was promised a brand new Peterbilt Ultra Loft. I'm going to talk to him. All right, everybody. We did make it to Kansas City. I just kept in it, kept running as hard as the truck would run. We made up the time. We got to Kansas City. We put 731 miles on the truck today. We got in here with about 10 minutes to spare. So we started our 34-hour break, because they never did fix it when I moved. When we were out in Colorado, I moved the truck not thinking, and it kicked me on the drive, and it stopped our 34-hour rest. But I gained some hours back, so I just been running day to day on the hours available. And tonight at midnight I only pick up 4 hours, so there's not much I can do with that tomorrow. I had, I think, 2 hours left from today plus the 4. I'd have 6 hours, but maybe a 300-mile run tops. That would be pushing it. And then I picked up almost 11 tomorrow night at midnight, but then I get 0 hours the next night and like 5 hours the next day, so it's not worth fighting. We're in Kansas City at the driver's lounge. It's a good place to take your 34, because we have the showers and bathrooms right inside, washing machines, driver's lounge. We never really hang out in there. We watch stuff on our iPads. But I talked to Kevin, the terminal or the operations manager at Owensboro, and he just wanted to know my concerns, what issues I was having, why I wanted to transfer. And so I was just point blank. I told him my 3 biggest concerns were getting 3,200 to 3,400 miles per week. I said preferably 3,400. I got 3,320 or 3,320 2 weeks ago. The other 2 times I just barely broke 3,000 miles. I told him there's bigger runs out of Kansas City. I was told that I would be running out of Kansas City and that the big runs were out of Kansas City. I said, I want to run west. We only got 1 run west so far to Colorado Springs. I said I requested every time I want to go west. But they had made a comment in here in Kansas City that they're apprehensive about sending Owensboro drivers west. So that's been a hindrance. And I told him I was told that I would be able to get a brand new Peterbilt Ultra Loft, the one I showed you guys all the pictures, the inside. And that was the truck I was supposed to get. they get about 8.5 miles to a gallon. And I told him I struggle to get 7 miles to a gallon with this truck. You know, if you do that math at the end of the week, it's about, let's say, $350 to $400 more I spend on fuel than someone running the same miles that's getting 8.5 miles to a gallon. We just ran over here. I had to run hard to make it with a 42,000 pound load on, and we got 6.7 miles to a gallon to get over here. My one friend that started here when I did, he's getting about 8 miles to a gallon with his truck. You know, and he doesn't need to baby it to get that. If I baby this truck, I can get a little over 7, but not with heavy loads. Heavy loads, it's impossible. But I told him my concerns, so he made some phone calls. He asked where we were going to be. I told him we were going to Kansas City to RTI to take our 34. He said he thought there was an ultra loft out here. He was going to make a phone call. If not, he was going to try to get one in. So maybe while we're here, we'll be changing trucks. I told him the only reason I stayed at Owensboro as long as I have was because of my dispatcher, Tracy. You know, she busts her ass to try to get me miles. She makes requests constantly with Kansas City planners to run me west, and they just don't do it. So Kevin said he'll get that straightened out, because it's not supposed to matter where you're from. You know, if there's runs going west, you know, we should be getting them. So we'll see what happens. I told him I'll give him some time to fix it. You know, we're going to be going home here next week for a couple of days. Then we're going to go back out till almost Christmas.
I think they're in.
So I told him that I would give him, you know, I'd give it till then to see what happens. But so that's where we ended with that. We are in Kansas City. We made it. We may be getting an ultra loft while we're out here. If not, we will get one somewhere along the line. And he's gonna straighten it out why they won't run me west. The only time they did was when they really needed somebody, and I ended my 34-hour break to do it for them. So if I'm good enough to do it then, I should be good enough to do it all the time. Right, baby?
Right.
May's about ready to go in there and start smacking some heads together, because she's getting sick and tired of seeing Kansas. Kansas and Missouri. But we'll see what happens. The good news is I did break 3,000 miles again, so that's 3 weeks in a row. But I'd like to bump that up some more and get up to the 3,400 mile range that I'm really looking for.
Water, I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna do like this. Joke.
All right, we're gonna end this video up, and I'll keep you posted if anything happens tomorrow.
Cheer.
So thank you for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, comment, share, and like. Until next time.
Take care. Oh my god, my fat.